Hi everyone and welcome to this first video on Total War Elysium, the new card game created by Creative Assembly, the creators of the Total War game series. I am Serghar and I will be your host from the on this YouTube channel. And maybe as you have heard from my beautiful accent, I'm French, so that means that I'm not an English native. I'm not an English native, yes. And so please don't be harsh with me if I mispronounce a word or a name, and if sometimes I'm searching my word for 1 or 2 seconds, because yes, it's not my English is not my mother tongue, so I need to think about the sentences I make. But I hope it will be okay, because I think for me at least, that it's better to me if you can understand what I want to do, what will be the place, what I want to explain, even if it's not the perfectly good terms, etc. But yeah, if you can understand the idea of what I want to explain, I think it will be okay. But don't hesitate to type a comment to explain me why this word at this moment of the video in this sentence is not a good term, the appropriate term, and maybe this other term would have been better. But yes, again, please don't be harsh, and I'm here to share my enjoyment of the game, to share my passion of the game, to share with you, but I'm here to improve my English too. So thank you. So today we will be here to I'm here to present a deck based around the King Priam, leader of Troy. It will be a deck around the structure mechanic. It will be a deck around the draws, the structure, the tempo, the control. It's more a control deck, to be honest. And I will explain during the maybe 5 next minutes the key cards and the key combo of this deck, because I think it's important to know what do you want to, what do you search in your first reinforcement and in your second reinforcement when you start the game, or when you are facing a general. And sometimes the reinforcement will be different if you are facing Napoleon or if you are facing Dongzhuo. I don't know. Okay. Let's go to first Priam. At the daybreak, you randomly had one of these 3 cards in your hand: Cassandra, Troilus, 8, Dephobos. So Cassandra, at the end of your turn, you draw a card. Troilus, if Troilus die, is turn every enemy, and Dephobos has no effect, but it's a 5 attack, 4 health. So these cards are very powerful, to be honest. Cassandra is freaking OP, because if you have it early game, it's nearly GG, because the possibility to draw a card every turn, it's massive. It really is massive. Troilus can be good in certain situations, and Dephobos can be good in certain situations, but Cassandra is always great. The heroic power of Priam is Desperate Defenses, so you can give a target allied +2/+2 until the end of the following turn, but you stun it. So please keep it noted that you can target any ally, so you can target yourself, you can target a structure, you can target a unit, and you stun it. So stun means that the unit or the ally you have targeted will lose his next action. So if the ally has not move or attack an enemy yet, it will lose his action, but you will be able to use the card at the beginning of your following turn. Of your following turn, sorry. but if it have already attack or move, then you have lost your action and you need to wait 2 turns before using it. So yes, stun is, you need to understand it as use your next action. Then the key cards of the deck, it's obviously the Lycian Stonemason. I don't know if I have a good pronunciation of this, for this, but the Stonemason, 1/3, whenever you deploy a structure on this line, you give it +2/+2 for 2 provision. It's really good. I'm expecting to see this card nerfed in the following patch, because this effect for 2 provision and 1/3 means that you can play it very easily. You can play it very fast, and 1/3 on turn 2 or turn 3 is really difficult to kill. It always means that you need to use 2 units to remove the Stonemason, but Priam can buff it to 3/5 with the Desperate Defenses. So this card is really good, and if it survives 1 turn, 2 turn, you can combo with any structure. The +2/+2 really make a difference. Sorry, because High Ridge become, for example, 2/6. Stockade become 2 3/4s. Campfire become 3/5. So it's insane. It's really insane. Man the Wall. And the key card too, because you can give a target, you can give a friendly structure short range plus you draw a card. So draw a card is always good, but that means that now your structures can now attack the enemy, attack your opponent. So High Ridge, if it has been boosted by Stonemason, can be now used offensively. Campfire, if you have buffed it with Stonemason, is 3/5, which can attack the opponent. So it's not a Campfire anymore, it's a flamethrower, etc. So it's really powerful to have among the walls in your deck. Next, 3 combo, 3 good cards, 3 nearly mandatory cards on this deck. It's Armored Recruiters. 1/2 at the end of your turn, deploy your recruits equal to this unit attack. So on basis, at the end of your turn, you deploy 1 recruit. But since you can buff it to with Priam, that means that turn 3 you are able to put a 3/4 on the board plus 3/1/1, and it's helped you a lot to create a wall of units and then support it with a structure, with a wall of structure, with high range, etc., to hold the line against the one. Yeah, it's really useful to hold the line against aggro deck like Garrison, for example. So it's really useful. Demoralise, it's your best removal in early games. Give it an enemy unit -2/-2. It's nearly always, this card always say, okay, kill any early mid-game units, because these cards have always between 2 or 3 health. So yeah, it's nearly kill any unit here early game, or at least if you can kill it, it's move this attack to reduce its attack to 0, so your opponent can do anything with this card. So Demoralise, pretty good card to help us to hold the early mid game. Can be pretty useless in late game, to be honest, but yeah, early mid game is really useful. And the last card I want to highlight is the Trojan Wall, of course, long range in your turn. So that means that you can attack pretty everywhere with the Trojan Wall during your turn, and at the end of this one, at the start of your beginning turn, you lost long range, so your opponent cannot free trade in it, because as you may know, if your unit has long range or short range, it will not take any damage in retaliation. If you attack an opponent unit that has long range or short range, you will not take damage back. So the thing that Trojan Wall has only long range during your turn means that your opponent will take damage back if he wants to attack the structure. So in this deck we have not put the fire ship, even if it's a good card, it's a good combo with Display Defense, because to be honest I don't like the combo. I think it's pretty slow. It's powerful, yes, but it's pretty slow and can be easily disrupted if you know how to play around. So I prefer to reinforce the structure side of the deck than to put a fire ship that will be in many cases very slow. Okay, so just a quick review of the cards. Campfire, pretty good structures. Stockade is really good to combo with Stonemason. Divine Intervention, because sometimes you have been sometimes you are under pressure. Your opponent can easily target you because he has a lot of cavalry, of a lot of short range or long range units. So Divine Intervention can help you to tempo one turn and let you time to draw another card that, for example, out of position or Demolition or Trample, which help you to win the game. So it's not mandatory card, but it can be good in certain situations. Greek Militia, because at the moment I think it is the best to provision turn, because if you can activate the heroic, it's 2 sorry, I was a boy in my head. So yes, if you can activate the heroic, it's 2/2/2 for 2 provs on the board. So that's pretty good. That can help to hold the line like Ham Recruiters. High Ridge, because it's really good. Castle Wall to help you to create your world, to build your world. Menace for drawing, and so you can move, you can tempo one turn by moving a big unit from the front line to the back line, or you can drag up the enemy general from the front line, from the back line to the front line and burst it. So yes, very good. Messenger to help you to draw. Trample to have direct damage and finish the game. Shrine of Hephaestus to buff your other structures. Garrison, because you are structure deck, so to have a 4/1 unbreakable is very powerful. Out of position to draw a card and you stun an enemy line, so you buy a turn, you buy 2 turns to be honest, because it's only 4 prov, so you can develop a board out of position to stun an enemy line and then use your next turn to clean the opponent board, so very powerful. And Demolition to target a friendly structure and let it explode and deal damage equal to its supply cost to all enemies, so general included. So it will be your best removal of the game, but to be honest, you need it sometimes. It's true, but often it's pretty useless, since you have the board with your structure and you will be able to control the board of your opponent. Okay, so let's go for a few games, 1 or 2 games with King Priam. Just first reinforcement, we'll talk about it when the game will start. But your matchup, you have a good matchup against nearly every aggro decks. So medievals, it's pretty easy to beat Lagerta. It's pretty easy to beat Tsatsao. It's Sunray, it's nearly 3 games. It's nearly 3, 3 win versus Sunray. Agamemnon can be difficult. Agamemnon can be difficult, and I think your worst matchup is Marie Antoinette and Napoleon, because French Empire has a lot of long range or short range and can bypass your structure, while medieval cannot do it. Okay, so first reinforcement is always the same, to be honest. Campfire, Stockade, Armed Recruiters, Demoralise, Greek Militia, Irish, Stonemason, Man the Wall, and Castle Wall. It's nearly always this reinforcement. You can switch Castle Wall by Menace Messenger or maybe Shrine of Hephaestus. Why not Trample 2? But I think to have 0-9 on the board or 2-11 help a lot in this matchup, in the early game. Okay, so you have Campfire, Castle Wall, and Demoralise here. It's not the best draw. Of course, we will have expected to. We wanted to have Stonemason, to have Armed Recruiter, to have Greek Militia, but it's okay. We have time. I will boost myself with Desperate Defenses. That means that I boost myself by 2 HP, so every damage which is not 3 or more damage I've taken is just cancelled, to be honest. So yeah, at the moment it's pretty good. Okay, Quanbo's Band, Peasantry. That's a lot of cards. That's a good start for my opponent, but it's okay. It's okay. I have the Castle Wall to tank it. Stonemason plus Campfire for next turn. So now I will just demoralize the Army Recruiters. So my opponent cannot buff it if he has Comrade in Arms in hand, for example. So yeah. Just next turn, Stonemason, Campfire. On front line, I will tempo then with Castle Wall. I reach, it's okay. I've taken 1 damage. Fair enough. Greek Militia. I think Greek Militia is superior because we develop a board. Plus, we can display defense on 1 Greek Militia, so that means it will be harder to my opponent to remove it. And then we can Stonemason, Campfire, and buff Stonemason to help him survive the following turn. So now we can free trade here, but he can't kill the Greek Militia unless he have something else, but it's okay. Gladiatorial Arena is pretty okay. And now it's just taking 4 damage for nothing. So here I nearly won the game yet. Because I mean he has taken 4 damage for nothing because my Greek Militia was 4/4. Now it's the start of turn. It loses the buff given by Desperate Defense. So I'm pretty happy that he has trade like here for nothing. So Stonemason here, Campfire. But since I've draw Stockade, I will use it to create a wall of structure. So now, in 1 turn, I've put 1-1-3, 1-3-5, 2-3-4, and I have the 2-2 on board. So now I just need to draw my. Okay, the fab is correct. I just need to draw man the walls, and I will be in a good shape to win the game. So second reinforcement, Stonemason, man the wall, yes. Menace to draw. Trojan Wall, out of position to draw. Trample to start to have some direct damage in hand. Demoralise to kill one opponent. We can draw the Shrine of Hephaestus and one Messenger. Demolition here is pretty useless since it will be really difficult to play it and to find value in it. Plus, it's not. My opponent is playing a kind of mid aggro deck. It's not. It's not threatening. I mean, he will not put so many board. It's not like a movement deck. It's not like a movement deck, so I'm not afraid of this board right now. So I don't feel that I need to make a big removal with Demolition. That's what I want. Okay, we have Trample. I'm just gonna cast a wall and boost it. I will not play Deforbus here because it's just free trade for him. So if I put Defob, it's 2-1 into Defob, 2-1 into Defob, and it's dead. So now I need to make some space, and I wanted to lose some units and preserve my Deforbus for another time. So if you double trade plus move, just for example, recruit here and that soul and put some board on the back lane, I can put Deforbus on my front line because it will be difficult to him to kill it. Okay, experience footman. But now I can put Deforbus too because inexperienced said that footman will be difficult for me to kill it. So I want him to have to be afraid from Deforbus and provoke some trade from him. Okay, so Deforbus will demoralize that and Desperate Defense here. So here we can see where we are in kind of trouble because we lack of draw, to be honest. The things that we have not draw, Man the Wall, early game has been really it's really put us in really bad situation. But we are okay. We are not here to say, okay, I've lost the game. That's not true. I'm still in a good shape. I've won with this deck some games that be more in a worst situation. Sorry. But yeah, I would have preferred to have some draw in head would be better. So how many recruiters here? So it's okay. So I can put Desperate Defense on it and start to put the free recruit save return in on the board. The question is, do I need to use Trample? Because I think yes, because okay, here it's a 1-1, become 2, it becomes 3-3, it's okay. But here it's 1-3. It will become a 3-5 due to the 2 character arena. It will be very difficult to kill it. So I prefer to kill it now. than be dealing with a 3-5 later. What will be good? Troilus will be good, yes, for next turn. Cassandra will be good too. Benefit pen is really harsh. So now we will take Demolition. I think we need to make a big removal. We are still okay because we have the Hammer Recruiter. We can put 3/1/1 on the board. For the moment, it's still difficult. We have a ton of board, but yes, it's the moment that we hope to have some draw, cards. Okay, let's take a messenger. Okay, mind the wall, at least. Let's start to grow. Out of position here is really good. So we are gonna kill that for removing the stun. Then out of position the front line. Then Troilus. And move. And display defense again. On the number recruiter, so we can free trading the recruits. So Troilus here is pretty good because when he will die, he will make a trade and die and re-stun the opponent lane, all the opponent units, and he will stun every unit, sorry, and every enemy. So yeah, that's good. We have make a good turn here. Oh, your opponent can do nothing. He can only fill the back lane, which is pretty good for us because we are buying time here to find your Demolition, to find our good cards to work with Stonemason. Okay, did one. That's good. Okay, another out of position. That's pretty nice. So that means we can just first we can attack here, kill it. So close the buff. What do we want to do now? I think we want to remove the Gladiator now. So we are gonna kill Troilus, remove it, move, and buying a new turn. You can bust yourself because why not? So now next turn we can trade this 3/1/1 into the Gladiator Arena, then attack here. Okay, we're gonna kill this. Very important. Okay, second man the wall, perfect. Shrine, it's good too. So we can trade here. Kill this here. Put the shrine. We have 8 provisions, so we need 7. Yeah. So put the shrine. Kill this. Stun this. Okay, we got high rage. Put the trade here. And display defense on the shrine. Okay. Okay, Dragoon. Yeah, I think this trade is bad because now I can just double trade on the high witch with a 1-1 and then start to kill this, so with my palisade. Okay. So I've removed the two biggest units of my opponent board. Plus I've consolidated my lines, so and now I can put Stonemason, High Witch, give it +4/+4. So that's pretty good. We have Cassandra now, so we are in a good shape. So as you can see, it's not because your opponents start to take the lead of the game that you have lost with this deck. No, it's okay because we have so many ways to tempo, we have so many ways to defend yourself against it that it's pretty easy to come back. Because again, while your general is not at 0, you can always come back to the game. Okay, Mangonel. Okay, this one is good. So this is also good. Okay. So we advance pretty everything. First we display defense here, then we put Cassandra on the board. And then what we want to do. Okay, we're gonna trade here. Need to have 2 spaces on this line. Remember that you have only 6 slots available on each lane. So now we have 4, 5 is Stonemason, and 6 with High Witch. And Messenger that we can put here on the back line to draw a card, and it will be a Stockade. Okay. The Garrison will be really good next turn because I expect to have one of my cards dying. Okay, it's running flame. We don't really care. No, it can't target Priam because we have put the messenger on the left to counter any cavalry. So we need to kill anything else. Okay. So you need to like to have a longer game with this deck because yeah, you are not an aggro deck, you are more a control deck. You are playing a lot around structure, so you need to have some boards. So yeah, it's not a deck. That would be the first. It's not a deck that you can play in 5 minutes, you know. So what we can do here? So we can put Garrison. We put between these two, so we have the unbreakable things. And now we can wait. Put Trojan Wall here. And display defense here. Okay. Okay, Menace is good. To allow us to draw. Okay, defenders. Okay. That's good. Still as unbreakable. Another messenger. Okay, let's start with it. Campfire. Okay. Let's move it here. Let's put Stonemason. Then Campfire. Let's trade here. Let's attack here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should have put Stockade instead. It's okay. Okay, let's improve this. And keep your Menace in a Stockade. Okay, out of position is good. So see, Cassandra is really OP because her opponent can't trade it, can't kill it, and we are far ahead. Well, I can kill it, yes, but Cassandra has make us draw 3 cards, 3 or 4 cards, so it was really good. Cavalry. It's okay. We can stun this. No, again, at any moment we do a demolition and just wipe up the board. So we are good. Another Cassandra, perfect. So demolition, Trojan Wall out of position, Menace man the walls, Stonemason, Trample, Messenger, and Shrine. Okay, Menace, sorry. So we can kill this. Menace on this. This. Out of position here. Done. We have a lot of Trojan Wall. Put Cassandra. Stockade here to put another structures. And Desperate Defenses on Cassandra to help her survive. And we have the Demolition. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, Mangonel. So now we have hold. I was thinking about what I prefer to destroy. Do I prefer to destroy my Trojan Wall? Do I prefer to destroy my Castle Wall? At the moment there is no units that requires to kill, that I need to destroy my Trojan Wall, so I will just make a demolition on this one, deal 3 to everyone. Wipe the board. Deal 4, deal 1. And that's it. We put the Mason to next turn. Display defenses to help him survive and let the Garrison unblockable, and it's a 1. So as you can see, we are the line, and at the end we won because we have built a bigger wall that your opponent cannot destroy. So pretty good. Since this game was long, I was thinking, okay, do I need to make another deck, another video? Maybe not another video, but another matches to show how the game was to shine. But since we are playing against Napoleon, and Napoleon is maybe one of the biggest, one of the worst matchups, sorry. I think it's good to see this deck too. But yeah, the video will be 1 hour. But okay, there was a little explanation through introduction that have been a little longer than expected, but it's okay. Okay, I guess Napoleon. I think we want to, since we have Greek Militia in hand, we have Demoralise and Stockade, I think we want to supply cash into foot artillery, because we don't want foot artillery to be buffed by our opponent, right? It's okay to take 2, then next turn we can put 2 2s on board, so yeah. We want to remove this. If you add comrades, you will buff voltigeurs, but it's okay. Okay, he has it. As expected. So we will take 3. So we'll put Greek Militia, but he's able to trade them on board. So I don't expect them to survive this turn. But it can help me to, maybe he have per turn here, and if he just trade heroic power, then it's okay to me. Because next turn I can hammer recruiters into disparate defenses and I can try to hold the line. But yeah, that's why Empire are really bad matchup for this deck, because there are a lot of cavalry, a lot of fast cavalry, lot of short range units, so they can just burst us before we can do anything. But let's lose, not yet. But now we can just, yeah, free trades, and now we can just tilt 2, okay, and put it at 6, and GG well played. He has calibrated the ordnance. Okay, since the opponent has been the best, he has always the best outcome to counter us. We are trying to survive here, but again, it's just trying to survive against someone who can't just bypass our defenses, so it's gonna be difficult. At least he's trading, which is a good thing, to be honest. But yeah, I don't expect to survive another day. Okay, Trojan is gonna be good in this situation. Maybe I've overreact. Okay, we're gonna take Demolition, Demoralise. Trojan Wall, man the wall, Trample, and Stonemason maybe. Okay, so maybe we have overreact on turn 1 for just killing the RT, but I don't know, in my opinion it would be far worse if we didn't do this. So now, okay, how can we do this? How can we survive here? We can survive if we demoralize here. Push this here. We can try this here, so you need to try one of this, and display defense here, so we can put 3/1/1s on board. Okay, it's not lost. It's not lost. This top deck was really good, to be honest. The Demoralize was really good here. He has no calibrated ordnance, which is a big deal for me, because calibrated ordnance, if it's plain, it's 3 damage, plus 2, so it's 5 damage. So yeah, it's good. I'm not dead yet. Okay, pikemen, okay. Another comrade? Okay. It's okay. Outreach is good. So we can move it here. Okay, this is obvious. Put this here. And okay, maybe putting this here, moving it back to the front line, to the back line, was not good, since I'm putting the palisade here. But oh well. If we put Trojan on the front line, you need to kill it. So it will stun this unit, and we put the campfire here. So we are still protecting Priam at the moment, and maybe this will survive and we'll be able to man the wall. East top deck, we are not, so we have the advantage here. You need to calibrated ordnance with a plane, which is good. It's very good to me. And it is not able to kill the American repeater. Now he can kill it, but it will be really difficult. So I will have some board that will survive. Trollus will survive, and Trollus will help me to tempo one turn. Okay, he don't want to kill it. I don't know why, because now it cooled. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this one was really strange from one part. Okay, this one is good. Trojan Wall here. We can trade. Bring back this. And display defense. So we have got a... Okay, we have been lucky to draw this Demoralise, but my opponent making some mistakes too. But that's good because that can show us that we can exploit our opponent's mistake to come back. And it's not because you have been put to 8, so you have just 2 more damage to be killed, that we can't come back. I'm pretty happy of this game, to be honest, because I think it's really interesting to how you can come back in this game compared to other games. Okay, we're gonna deal 1 here, and we're gonna full trade. So kill this, kill this, kill this, kill this. Man the wall first to draw. That's good. Can deal 1. Trade. And display defenses again. I think it's far more important to have a wall of units here than just Stonemason and Caster Walls that do nothing. So Demolition, Trojan Wall out of position, Trample, Shrine, Demoralise can be good. Man the Wall, Menace, and Stonemason. Garrison here is not really useful since our structure are on the back lane. Garrison is good when it's on front lane, and we don't have at the moment any way to put 2 big structures on the front lane. Okay. This is dead, but it's okay, we have this on board. Okay, 9 infantry. We can try it. Bad placement, you should put it here to have the +1/+1. It's adjacent unit, not all the line. Okay. I expect my opponent is a new player. That's explain why he has done so many mistakes, or why the card he has played, it's not so, but it's okay tier. It's yeah, it's not well. The deck is not redeveloped as we expect to encounter with Napoleon. So Napoleon, we expect to see a lot of artillery, a lot of direct damage, and now we have line infantry plus Chasseur à cheval and other things. That, okay, I know the starter deck has it, as Napoleon, so... Okay, we're gonna get trade. We're gonna Cassandra, Stonemason, Castle Wall, and give it +2/+2. Cassandra give us Trample, which is good. I should have put Cassandra here on the left, so she can tank 2 or 1 damage from any calf. Should be better. But if you want to trade here like that, it's okay. Okay, Grandiose, good card. But it's do nothing here because you're just doing 2 and taking 2, so it's okay. We have 6 damage in hand, which is a lot. So we're just gonna harass Napoleon. Stand the front line. Draw. Another out of position. I think I can keep it. I think I keep it because it's starting to be a lot of damage. If we can proc the last gap of Napoleon, then we have just to wait 1 turn and trample, kill it. Okay, horse artillery. Horse artillery is kinda scary. You need to go face. His only way to win is to going face now. Okay. And that's what it does. It was a move. Shrine is pretty good. Okay, I'm going shrine here. Dealing 3. Dealing 3. So I want to proc the last gap as fast as possible. Out of position, again, 2 tempo, 1 turn. And then we're gonna desperate defense ourselves, because now we don't want to take any damage. We go up to this 6th health, to this 6th health bar line, 6th health line, because again, 6th health, it's how can I say this? It's a red line. Okay, if you have less than this health, yes, your opponent can burst yourself, can burst you and deal 3, and it's really simple as French Empire to deal 3 or direct damage, like we have taken here, and like they have, and like they have with Calibrated Ordnance, for example. So we're gonna take Divine Intervention, just in case. Oh, I can take Mental Wall, but it's okay. So yeah, it's really important to be above this range of 6 damage. Okay, here, so we're gonna deal 1. Kill this. Stun it. And draw. Let's draw with Messenger first. We don't know what we will have. Another Messenger. Okay. I think I want to go with out of position and with Messenger, because Messenger is one. Here I want to have. If I have Divine Intervention, I won. Okay. If I have Divine Intervention, I have 1. I know that I have 2 Divine Intervention in my deck, so here it's 1 on 7. 1 and 7 to grow a Divine Intervention, and with Messenger I have now 8 cards in my reserves, so it's 1 to 8. So it's better to draw this out of position. I got a Menace, I can play it, but it's okay. So I should have started with maybe out of position, but I wanted to have the Messenger here on the back lane, see in case you have I don't know, two fast cavalry or 2 horse artillery and you can kill me. Or things like that, okay. So now, here I'm pretty happy that I put Desperate Defenses, because imagine, okay, it was not Gape Shot. Try to think it was not Gape Shot, it was Cleaver Ordnance. Okay, so here my opponent has put Horse Artillery, Line Infantry. Well, he doesn't have the provision, but yeah, he will have the provision because he has his brain train. So imagine it was, I didn't Desperate Defense myself, it was Horse Artillery, Line Infantry, and Desperate Defenses. I was 100% dead because I was on this line of 6 health. The +2 here helped me survive. +2 hit would have, if it was Cleaver Ordnance, I would have survived anyhow. And now I can just trample and kill and win the game. Okay. So this second game was again really difficult. It was, like I said, Napoleon wasn't the worst matchup. Here I think I won because my opponent was a new player, so this deck was not very opti, was not very to say good, but it was not optimized. Well, was maybe the starter deck with Napoleon. So I have more experiences, I've seen mistakes, I've exploited them, but yeah, Napoleon is still a tough matchup. Okay, we are at the end of this video. It's still 1 hour. It's gonna be it's big, but I think the game was really interesting to play. The two games was good. Was really interesting to play for different reasons. The first one because we were in control. We waited to have a combo to wipe the board, and we just tempo the game. And the second, we are more under pressure in early game, but we have not just say GG well played and leave the game. We have fight. We have hold the line if we have one at the hand. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. I hope you liked the video. If it was the case, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and leave a comment. Even if it's to complain about my beautiful French accent. And see you next time for another deck on Total War Elysium. It was Serghar. Have a good day. Take care of you and each other.